Hey everybody, it's me, Stella Wilde. I'm here with another Timeless Tarot reading for you. I try to upload them, or at least film them, every Tuesday for Timeless Tarot Tuesday. So these readings are general readings for all signs. They are not sign specific, but they are question specific. So today we're going to look at the question, standing at a crossroads. So this reading is appropriate for people who kind of come to a standstill in their life and they're wondering, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I pause? Like, what do I do right now? So this is not exclusively about love. Love may come up in the cards. This is not just about job or career. Let's see what comes up in the cards. It's really about being at that point in your life where you're at a crossroads. So let's see, what the cards have to say for us. So I hope this reading resonates with you. I hope that you glean a nugget of wisdom, of insight, of clarity from it to help you in your own crossroads situation. That's the point of these Timeless Tarot Tuesday readings, to no matter what time you watch the reading. Right now not right when I'm filming it, but the day after it gets uploaded to YouTube, or 3 months after it gets uploaded to YouTube, it will be relevant, I hope, to your situation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see kind of where we're at. Like, what's the main energy of being at this crossroads? So I'm really just seeing a person standing, literally. It's like that poem by Robert Frost, The Road Less Traveled. Which way do I go? Do I take the path where everybody has gone before me? Do I break out on my own? What do I do? So which road do you need to take? You're at that juncture right now. You've been through something. And you are kind of sniffing the wind, shall we say. You're sniffing the wind, trying to figure out, which is the right direction to go in. And of course, if you want further enlightenment that's personal to your situation, please book a reading with me. The best reading would be of course now I can't remember the name of it, but it's the general reading that I have. You could work with me one-on-one, but I'll leave the link in the description, because I gave names to all of them. Soul Direction, that's what I called it, the Soul Direction reading, which is a recorded reading. You don't have to be live with me on that. Okay, so let's kind of see. You're at the crossroads. Wow, look at this. So let's tune into this energy as you're standing at the crossroads wondering what you should do next. These are the energies that are currently top of mind for you. Top of mind, top of soul. There is some sort of truth that may still need to be spoken, or has been spoken, or both, that has brought you to this. Look at this. It's the Death card, this transformative situation. So this crossroads is not just a stopping point where you're just pausing to catch your breath a little. This is like a major intersection of your life. Okay, like this is a major, I've been down a road that was quite transformative, was quite brutal. I'm hearing that, brutal in some respects, but I emerged from it victorious. And it was because I spoke my truth. So there may be even some other situation as you're contemplating, your next step. Another situation of your personal growth and transformation that still needs to be communicated to others. This could even be the idea that, because we're looking at this, I'm really using this tarot as personal growth, not just like a predictive tool. So there may be some aspect of your own personal transformation that still may need to be conveyed to other people. All right, I hope that makes sense. Like, other people may not be aware of the deep transformation that you've gone through. And I think I was either talking about this or writing about this somewhere, that, sometimes we make decisions and because people are not aware of what's going on within us. They think that the decision that we make is arbitrary because they're only seeing the surface. They think we're crazy for making certain decisions, but they have no idea that the road we've traveled, all of the personal growth and transformation we've been through. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some aspect of this that may still seem surprising to other people, but it needs to be communicated. And it could just be communicated through some sort of clear boundary, some sort of, just saying no to something and people will get it. I mean, maybe it's some other means it needs to be communicated. But you are feeling very proud of yourself, the Six of Wands, victory and success, that you have made it through this transformation, because this was deep. This was like a real shedding of your skin, shedding of a layer, shedding of baggage, an old lifestyle, a lifestyle of lack and limit. You have really gone through something deeply transformative and emerged victorious. This probably has happened within the last 6 weeks to 6 months. But the thing is, it's like I'm feeling this sensation of you catching up to it. Almost like kind of catching up to your own transformation, that it has been so, what's the word I want? Radical in a sense, that it's taken you even a little bit to kind of adjust to the new landscape and where you're at now, because part of you may still be a little in shock and awe that you made it through, because you really weren't sure if you were going to, but you did. So there may even be some self-praise that you need to do for yourself as well. Like, yeah, wow, I did it. So this communication issue. Okay, so that's kind of like where you've been and emotionally where you're at as you're standing at these crossroads. So now let's see. I'm going to use my other deck now, and let's see. I want you to think of the two possibilities that are in your mind right now, because most people usually have two options. They're thinking, for example, if your crossroads is, I'm trying to decide if I should stay where I am or move, right? So have that in your mind as option A and have the other one as option B, because I'm going to lay out two sets of cards and we're going to look at option A and option B for the crossroads. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards again for each one. All right, and I'm going to lay them down. And actually, the other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a angel card for each as well. And I'm going to set them down on top. I'm not going to look at them. I'm not going to know what they are. Okay, so see, we have 3 here. I don't know what they are. Okay, while I'm still in the energy of that one, let me shuffle and take an angel card. And let's see what we have for option A. So you contemplate for yourself. What's the option A? What's the option B? I'm going to take these 2. 2 are sticking. I'm going to take them. I really only wanted 1, but that's okay. All right. All right, option B now. I'm shuffling. Let's see what we have. Option B. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here they are. I don't know what they are. All right, let's move those cards out of the way. And now let's take one of these. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to pick 2. That one's popping over. I'm not going to look at it. Let's put it down. Okay. All right. So let's look at the cards for option A first. I'm going to look at the tarot first. Okay. Look, Death card came up again. This time upside down. And we have the 2 of Swords upside down, the Knight of Swords upside down. And then let's look at our angel cards. We have opportunity, and we have a year from now. Okay, so this is option A. So what's very interesting with option A, as you're standing at this crossroads, that option A is I'm hearing and also because of the angel cards, it's really going to have its own timing. So there's still some cleanup that may need to be done in terms of if you start going down the road of option A. And what I mean by there's some cleanup still to do, that there's some very practical things, practical matters I feel that need to be taken care of. There is some decluttering, detoxing, just like throwing out of stuff. That's what I'm getting from this. Throwing out of stuff. Again, with this Two of Swords upside down, it's like the coming to the decision. How do I want to explain this? It's like you made the decision to go down that road, but there's still another aspect of option A's decision making that will need to be made. I hope that makes sense. Okay, it's like you made the decision to go down option A. What happens sometimes is I see this in my mind and sometimes everything moves so fast and trying to get it out. I have Mercury in Taurus. I'm not always a fast talker. It comes off in really fast as a download, but sometimes to get it out of my mouth is not as quick. Okay, so it's like you made the decision to go down option A's road. However, with this death upside down, there's still some, as I said, there's still some other decisions that need to be made, particularly with some other things that still need to be let go of as you start traveling down the road to option A. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. You will find, I feel, that as you start tying up some other things that need to be tied up before you really make a lot of progress on option A, that once that energy starts flowing in options A's direction and road, it's going to set off a very swift chain of events where the opportunity will come in, and you will find that a year from now, you are in a totally different energetic space. And I think also like a literal space is going to be different. I'm strongly feeling that option A involves a move. If this is not a move for your home, it's a move of your career. So you're going to be working in a different job location, different career, different everything. And the environment around you is going to be totally different. But I don't feel that that environment happens right away. So let me just recap. You make the decision, like I'm doing option A. You make the decision and you realize that once you made that decision, there's still some loose ends to tie up. I'm particularly feeling with decluttering, detoxing, letting go of still a few more people and situations in your life, because some have already been let go of. We had it with this transformation, the death card here as well. But there may be a few more. And in fact, there may be a few that try to come back and you got to be like, no. Like you're just going to be baggage on my road to option A. You cannot be in my life. So there may be a few of those situations to clean up. It may take a couple months with the 2 here. It may take a couple months. But once that energy starts really rolling, like you're decluttering, detoxing, making very clear decisions on how you're expending your energy, where your thought process is going, keeping your vibration high and not letting in negative energy, you're going to see that that shifts everything very quickly. And the new opportunity will come in fast, but it may take about 2 months, okay, after you watch this video, as you wrap up those loose ends. And then a year from that, after that 2 months, you're going to be in a totally different zone, totally different people, different work, different environment. For some, it'll be a new relationship. So I hope that helps. That's option A. Let me pause and get a sip of water, and then I'm going to do option B. Okay, so option B. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have Judgment upside down. We have the Ace of Pentacles upside down. We have the Queen of Cups upside down. And we have Remain Positive, and we have Success. So this is really interesting too. Option B. So option B is interesting because what I'm feeling from these cards, Judgment upside down, Ace of Pentacles upside down, and Queen of Cups upside down, is with option B, there's something about this idea of letting go of the idea of doing it solely for the money. Okay? So I feel that some people who, and remember, this is a general reading, so I'm trying to be, look at it as general as possible. For your situation, some of you, the money is the thing that you're considering the most above everything else. And I don't feel from these cards that that is the way to be looking at it, because the Ace is upside down, the Judgment is upside down, and the Queen of Cups is upside down. For option B, some of you are trying to keep your emotions out of the decision, trying to keep your intuition out of the decision and look at it purely from a financial, monetary perspective. And with the Judgment card upside down, I feel like that is the wrong approach. Okay? So again, I don't know your individual situation, so book a reading with me. This is general. But if this resonates with you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I think is interesting here is the way to pull these cards upright is to do the opposite. So what the real linchpin card here for me is this Queen of Cups. Because whenever a court card shows up upside down, when I interpret that, it's that the energy is unaligned, the person is unhappy, they're going in the wrong direction. So I'm just pausing because I'm hearing like you're leaving your own happiness out of the equation with option B. So the way to rectify option B to make it work for you is that you've got to make your own happiness, and that comes on an intuitive level, paramount above anything else, and then the money will come. You're going about it backwards. You're going about it first, putting the money at the top. And that can sometimes work for a little while. Sometimes when you make money the primary thing, it could happen. It could work. But then eventually, because your happiness is not paramount, you start to have the same old feelings again. Why am I not happy? So when you put your own happiness at the top of the list, the money comes. It may not come immediately, but it comes eventually. Because that's the vibration you're in. You're in the vibration of abundance and joy and prosperity. If you're miserable, money may come in for a little bit, but you're still going to be miserable, and it's going to push the abundance away, usually. So that's my point, is to keep your own happiness paramount. And when you do that, these situations will rectify themselves. So that's why I think we also have the Remain Positive card here, is that there is something that you need to address regarding this situation in not putting your own needs, because you're upside down here, not putting your own needs first. It's like your money has more of a priority than you do. But you're the one whose energy is so important in manifesting the money. So if your energy is, you're not going to be manifesting the money that you need. So also, it's going to be probably with the same time frame as the other option A. It's going to be about a year, because we have this Ace here. So to get everything the way you want it. I feel like this second path has more of, we have the Success card here. You're going to be successful eventually. I think that this one has to more do with the idea of, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, did you learn your lesson yet? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, did you learn your lesson yet about making yourself a priority, making your own happiness a priority in your life? And once you kind of get back on that track of, yes, that is the important thing, you'll be able to move forward with positivity and reach that success. So as you're standing at this crossroads, I think that you're trying to talk yourself into something based on money that Might be okay in the short term, but in the long term, a year from now, you're going to be miserable again if you make the decision that way. If you make the decision that my happiness is important, what's going to happen is that you will have a fresh start in the money. You will have new opportunities come in. And those new opportunities are going to bring you a sense of new life and a renewed sense of, I feel like I'm hearing your own power, a renewed sense of your own power, and your own trust and belief in yourself. Because I think for this option B, it's like, I'm hearing there's like a little bit more of this still to go through. Like this transformation really wrung out your energy. And so you might not be as totally in a place of, fully stepping into what you know is right for you, because there's still a little more healing to do. I mean, you went through it. I mean, you went through an amazing transformation and you did come out victorious. You got out of that situation that you were in. Okay, but I'm feeling like that it's more that your energy's a little lower in option B as you're standing there. And I think, as I said, and that's because you're not putting your own happiness at the top of the list. It's more the money. So that's got to switch around. But this Judgment card is very good when it's upright, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. So there also could be some sort of really kind of, well, yeah. I mean, it is a karmic lesson in the sense that putting your own happiness first and in practice. It's one thing to just say, oh yes, I put myself and my happiness on the top of the list. And I mean this in a healthy way, not a narcissistic, self-centered way. I mean this in a healthy, taking care of yourself way. It's one thing to say that, and then it's another thing to do it. And I think that's what I'm hearing also from this Judgment card. When these cards are upside down at the crossroads, it's like you're talking about it, but you're not walking the talk. All right? So that's what has to happen in option B. You've got to figure out how you can walk the talk and actually live this. Not just talk about it. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And then once you do, I think that there's going to be an opportunity coming in from the universe. There's a karmic lesson to be learned about actually doing the things you're supposed to do to put your happiness at the priority. And that is, how can option B work for you, for your well-being, not just for your bank account's well-being. Yes, money's important. We need money to eat, live, feed our cats, right? I mean, Ariel, she needs her treats. So yes, those things are important, but so is your happiness. And everything energetically, everything we manifest comes from our energy. So if your energy is not fully aligned with your happiness, right, then how are the good things going to be manifesting? You see what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. I think you're going to turn this around. Like I said, I think these upside down cards are just for us to talk about right now, to get you to realize at this crossroads that there's still some things to be thought about here before you make that decision to go down that road. Once you make the decision, I think that there will be an opportunity after you really put into practice that karmic lesson of taking care of yourself first. There will be a very good opportunity that comes to you probably in about a month to 2 months after you watch this video, okay, and make the decision to put your own happiness first. You just, in that time period of the month to 2 months, you have to remain positive because the success will be on its way. The option B, part of the karmic lesson, like I said, is to take care of yourself. Okay, I hope that this was helpful. Leave a message in the comments and let me know what's going on with you. What's your option A? What's your option B? How, as you're standing at the crossroads, how are you going to make your decision? And if you have any suggestions for general readings like this that you'd like me to do, please also leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to hear what you may like from a reading. So that's it for me, Stella Wilde. Take care, and I will see you again soon.